Hi guys, quick preview of the upcoming Wolves game against Bournemouth. So we're going to go straight in and talk about the press conference with Gary O'Neill. Some positive news, we've got some players back from injury. Santi Bueno is back now in training and is available. Craig Dawson also. And on top of that, we've also got Sarabia, so 3 players back. We've been told as well that Sam Johnson is going to be back in training and is going to be potentially on the bench. He was apparently ill for the last game, and that's why he wasn't on the bench or in the starting lineup. But apparently he's better now. We've seen pictures of him in training, and he's going to be available. So potentially 4 players in the squad that we didn't see in the previous game against Fulham. Let's go back and talk about that game against Fulham. What a game! What a result! What a turnaround from the players! Unbelievable result. Some great goals, especially from Cunha. Just an all-round brilliant game, brilliant 3 points on the board. And let's face it, I don't think anyone was expecting it against Fulham. The run they've been on, the manager they have at their own stadium, I don't think anyone could see anything other than potentially a loss or a draw. Most fans didn't think a win was possible, but to go there and play the way we did and to get the result that we did was brilliant football. Some brilliant defence when we think that Lemina was put there in centre-back, not his natural position, and he did unbelievable. The midfield going from potentially playing what we've been playing like a 3 to a 2 just worked really well. I think Gomez and Andre are brilliant together, and I think going forward we should play a 2 than a 3. We look a lot better team. And then where do I begin? And Cunha, just unbelievable player, unbelievable football, unbelievable goals, most of them outside the area as well, that we've seen over the last few games. Just the technique to hit a ball that far out and get it perfectly in the corner was unbelievable. And then even the ones in that we see that are in the boxes, the first goal that we saw was unbelievable. The technique to bring it down like that and to tip it over the goalkeeper was unbelievable. So yeah, great to see Cunha's in the form of his life when we need him, when we're in a scrap at the bottom of the table, and hopefully if he can continue like that, he can single-handedly drag us out of the situation we're in at the moment. But I think really the whole team needs to be praised. It was a brilliant performance. Not really too many negatives. I thought the only one was maybe Nori was a bit soft for the first goal. I think maybe it was potentially his fault that happened. I think he just needs to maybe not do too much with the ball and be a bit more aggressive, be a bit more solid on the ball. Sometimes he can be a little bit lightweight, but apart from that, he did have an okay game. So no player was really no player really had a bad game, but just something we need to work on. But yeah, great opportunity now to go into the Bournemouth game and get something out of it. You can imagine it's going to be a really tough game for Gary O'Neill due to the opposition. Obviously, they got rid of him when he had an okay season with them. He kept them up. He was, I think, one of the managers that was nominated for potentially manager of the season due to the situation they were in. If you remember rightly, I think they lost, is it 7 or 6 or 7, or was it even 8-0 or something to Liverpool? And then that's when the manager got sacked. And they brought in Gary O'Neill, and he completely changed the season around for him. So for him to get sacked, you can imagine it was very sour taste in his mouth, very bitter, and you can imagine he really wants to get one over on Bournemouth. I do believe that they are missing a few players. I think someone got a yellow card. I can't remember who it was now. Semenyo, is that his name? One of their better players anyway. I'm pretty sure he's picked up his 5th yellow and he's not going to be available for this game. So definitely a good time to play him. They have dropped off slightly, but I still don't think that they're a terrible team. I think they've got players that can really hurt you, even with the ones that can't make it. Definitely a game where we're going to have to be on our top form like we were against Fulham. I would potentially stick with 2 midfielders. I think we look much better when we do that. I think Gomez and Andre work really well there. Not sure what he's going to do with Lemina. Obviously, some of these centre-backs have come back in after being away from the squad, so you never know, that it may be too early for them. So you may see Lemina in the back 2 or in the back 3 there, in centre-back wise. So let's see what happens. I wouldn't be against it. I know it's not his natural position, but how can you say that he can't play there when he played so well against Fulham and looked like a natural centre-back? So yeah, fair play to Lemina. apart from that, I wouldn't change much. I think Rodrigo Gomez had a good game. I don't think his first half was that great, but I think second half he really looked hungry with the ball. He was trying to win everything. You could tell he was just playing his heart out, trying to win every ball, really trying hard. So fair play to him, and I think that probably deserves him having another chance of starting again. There are a lot of people that think that maybe we should play someone like Collis Forbes, because will it be more of a game where we can maybe counter-attack? Bournemouth do like to have the ball a lot. They do like to press. Do we have a quicker player? But for me, Rodrigo Gomez is a quick player. He's a proper natural winger. I think he's a player that deserves another shot. So yeah, for me, the front three, Larsson, Cunha and Gomez. I'd keep Joe Gomez and Andre in midfield, and I'd play Itnori and Semedo as fullbacks, and I would potentially look at playing three in the back line there. I'd probably say maybe keep Lamina and maybe play Dawson and maybe Santi Bueno there, maybe them three. I'm not quite sure, but it's harsh maybe to leave Lamina out the squad with him being captain and the performance he played as a centre-back. We saw in the press conference today that Gary O'Neill said in his own words that we need to see Lamina more often at centre-back because he can play there and he's very good there, and that they've mentioned that even though he can play in the four, he's actually, from what they've seen, really great in a back three. So that's why I think that may happen, and it may be a bit too early for the other centre-backs that have just returned and have only just got back into training. But great news. 3 players back from the last lineup, and obviously a fourth one there with the goalkeeper. So great news, great platform to go into the next game, and hopefully we can get another 3 points and really start moving away from that bottom 3 area of the table, and maybe look up a little bit, maybe look towards more of a 11th, 12th kind of position over the next few games. Cheers guys, thanks. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to all our channels on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we're on YouTube. Just like and subscribe to everything. Cheers guys, thanks for the support. Bye bye. Big 3 points.